the seed that refused to die. Everyone laughed at Daniel. Not loudly, not openly, but enough for him to feel it. Because every single morning, before the sun rose, Daniel would walk to the same dry, cracked piece of land, kneel down, and water it. Day after day, week after week. No rain, no clouds, no sign of life. Just dry soil and a boy who refused to stop. His neighbors whispered, "He's wasting his time. Nothing grows there. That land is dead." Even his friends stopped coming around. But Daniel kept showing up. One evening, his older brother finally snapped. "Why are you doing this?" he asked. "There's nothing there." Daniel paused, looked at the empty ground, then quietly said, "Because God told me something would grow." The next morning, the sun rose again over the same dry land. Daniel came back with his small bucket of water. Pour. The soil swallowed it instantly, like it always did. Nothing changed, but something inside Daniel had. He wasn't watering the ground anymore. He was holding on to a promise. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Still nothing. The ground remained hard, unmoved, silent. Then one morning, Daniel poured water as usual and stood up to leave, but something made him stop. He looked back, squinted, walked closer, dropped to his knees. A tiny crack, not in the soil, but through it. And from that crack, a small green shoot pushed its way out. Daniel's eyes widened. His hands trembled. After all this time, something was finally happening. By evening, the small sprout had grown taller. By the next week, it became a plant. People started to notice. The same voices that once mocked him now whispered in confusion. "How is that possible? There's been no rain." But it didn't stop there. The plant kept growing, stronger, taller, until it became a massive tree, full of life, shade, and fruit. In the middle of dry, lifeless land stood something undeniable. One by one, people came. They sat under its shade. They ate from its fruit. They rested. The same ground they called dead was now giving life. His brother walked up to him again, this time quietly. "How did you know?" he asked. Daniel smiled gently. "I didn't," he said. "I just believed." He looked at the tree, then back at the dry land around it. "Faith isn't about what you see," he added. "It's about trusting what God said, even when nothing is happening." Lesson for closing scene. Sometimes the biggest miracles are growing in places that look completely empty. Don't stop showing up. Don't stop believing, because what God plants
This is the
cannot
best.
stay buried
We saved
forever.
you some.